Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have known, my name is Soheil Gorji, and I'm the founder and the president of ITD Canada. We have been a college operating since 1998, and we're in downtown Vancouver. We've been in downtown Vancouver for the past 14 years or so. Right now, I'm sitting here with Mr. Ed Wong, who was our interior design student starting some time back. I'm just going to ask him a few questions regarding that. The purpose of this is to just have an honest conversation and basically find his feeling about the service that he got from ITD Canada, and also the byproduct of it, which has to do with immigration and how he decided to stay and all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to introduce, his name is Ed Wong, and he's going to have a little introduction of himself as well.
Hi everybody, I'm Ed. I'm also from Taiwan.
Perfect, good. So Ed, when did you actually start with ITD Canada?
I started with 2018 around October.
Oh, okay, so late 2018.
Yeah.
And which course did you get from us?
I got a interior design with co-op program.
Perfect, perfect. How did you actually find us?
I actually, this story is back into 2017. I actually searched online before I came to Canada. And then there's one plus one. So it's 1 year study and 1 year co-op program in ITD Canada.
Okay, and may I ask you why specifically you chose us in between? I know that there's like a couple other colleges that they're doing the same program in the area of Vancouver. How did you choose us in between the 2 or 3 other providers?
Actually, at that time when I searched on Google, there is not much of 1 year plus 1 year program that is in Vancouver.
In interior design,
yeah,
like the other competitors, they don't have a co-op.
Yeah, and then co-op is very important for me.
Okay,
it's more important than studying.
Okay, so when you actually came from Taiwan in 2017, did you really think that you would stay in Canada? Was immigration a part of your decision?
Not really.
Not at the time. Okay. All right, but we'll see you 5 years after, and I know there was pandemic and everything, right? So at some point of time, you must have changed your mind to stay here, and obviously you did. So may I ask you what actually changed your mind to stay in Canada?
I think it's a work environment that changed me to stay in Canada more, and then also the PR.
Perfect.
I wanted to get a PR.
To get a PR. So speaking of which, we know that there is a lot of colleges that they're advertising co-op and all that. Did ITD Canada actually help you in any way to find and get a co-op job?
Yeah, there's actually that time there's a career advisor that helps me a lot, because they do a mock interview, and also they practice a lot on interview session for me. Also, there is a Toastmaster course that every Tuesday that helps a lot, because it improves a lot on public speaking
and leadership.
Yeah.
So we do have, just for those people that they don't know, we do have an all-school meeting 1 day a week, and it's mandatory for all the students to go. And some people don't really like it because we make them speak, but you can share your feeling. At first it was daunting to just be in front of 100 people and speak about yourself and all that. But that proved us very, very positive and successful, having sessions like that. We have all school meetings. Right now, it is actually virtual and in person, just like we do everything else, virtual and in person. But at the time when Ed was there, we had like sessions that there was like 200 people sitting here in the common area, and you were supposed to talk in front of them, and you would be facing popped questions that I guess it helped you a lot with the interview, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that is perfect. So a part of our mission as a college is to help our students to finally get a job, and mostly our students are finding immigration through job. So Ed worked for a while. He liked the work environment that he was at, and then he basically realized that he wanted to stay. He basically started searching for different alternatives. Postgraduate work permit was one of them. As a college owner, I don't want to comment a lot on postgraduate work permit. It's just something that The government unilaterally decided that we're not going to get it. It has nothing to do with the quality of the college, and it has nothing to do with how we operate. It's just something that they granted to public schools. And of course, we're living here, it's regulation, and we're living by it. But I know that postgraduate work permit is not the only way of immigration. I'm sure in your research you came up with other stuff.
That's right.
But for you in particular, something actually happened that you were able to get, or you are going to get, the postgraduate work permit. Tell me about that. Like, you were searching for different ways to stay here, and then all of a sudden you were telling me?
Yeah, last year I was searching around, like, how can I stay in Canada for longer, because that time my permit is gonna be expired soon.
Almost expiring, yeah.
And then I was searching how can I get that, but for me it's hard because I don't have enough work experience, and then so the score is not enough to let me apply for it. But that time I just suddenly get the email from ITD that there is a pathway program that can apply for PGWP after graduate. Then I just find out, oh, there's a
way. Perfect. And that has been in process, and you will be finished in August, and you can apply for postgraduate work permit. All right. So I am not an immigration expert, and I'm not claiming that at all. We're not, but just working in college for like over 20 years and reading the Immigration Act, there's multiple ways of immigrating to Canada, and all of them are score-based. Regardless of which college you go, whether you have postgraduate work permit or not, the Canadian immigration system is a score-based, and depending on which program of immigration you're choosing, whether it is a federal skilled worker or the provincial nominee program, there's a point system that you have to qualify. What Ed implied here is that based on his own personal qualifications, he wouldn't have made enough scores to use other programs. So postgraduate work permit would have helped him to gain some more points toward one specific immigration program. And that's why when we actually made this pathway partnership, it was in his favor, and he chose to continue with that. I just want to comment that postgraduate work permit or not, every single individual based on his or her qualification need to have a specific point to get the immigration. So if anybody thinks about immigration after or through studying, they must actually have a look at the point system that is used in different immigration programs. Anyway, so Ed basically happened to be with us and with our college partner that is granting them PGWP for over 5 years, considering the pandemic that kind of like paused everything for 2 years. Ed has been with us for a long time, and I just had a heart-to-heart conversation with him. I just wanted him to basically rate us as an educational institute. So Ed, how would you see us like 5 years later when you're looking at ITD Canada? How was your experience with us?
Actually, ITD is getting more and more better than what I studied before.
Sure.
Yeah, and then because you can see the school environment and then teachers and everything that is getting higher and higher. Yeah.
Perfect. I actually love that. Talking about instructors, I would like you to comment on that as well. You have had multiple different instructors. Like I am not afraid of saying their names. Like Lynn Jones has been working with us forever, and I know he's a very, very popular teacher.
Yeah. As you said, Lynn, it's kind of like really good.
Really, isn't it, in the industry? And then there's like Marker that has been there. There's like other instructors that you had, and like again, as a college owner, I try to find the best industry professionals that they are there. And just being in Canada myself for over 27 years, I have a very, very good connection with the industry. So really, again, I think the next question would be, do you really think that you learn a lot while you were at ITD? Like from the knowledge point, from the academic point of view, did you learn a lot at ITD Canada, or no, or yes, or just tell us your feeling?
Yeah, from the knowledge, actually I learned quite a lot, because lots of things that I don't know before I came to Canada, before I came to ITD. So the teachers gave me a lot of knowledge, And then also those teachers in ITD actually is also teaches in big university. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a
So
big
most
point,
of them are having jobs in the other colleges
Yeah.
and universities. Some are actually teaching in public universities as well. So those are like friends and acquaintance and like colleagues that I had over the years, and they're teaching here. Anyhow, thank you very much, Ed, for giving us your time. I know that it was hard for you to just kind of like travel here and from your work and everything, and we just did an interview. I really appreciate it, and I wish you the best in your future stay in Canada.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Awesome.